their job and most public places. Boris Johnson next then looks at the new system that's facing criticism from many sides.
This is Higher Corn Street in Tel Aviv, which runs parallel to the coastline. It's where many of the city's hotels are located. But right now, things could not be quieter. There are no tourists and the airport is closed. This is one of the few hotels that is open, but this is the closest we can go. Assuming you want to enter, you have to have what is called a green passport. It's issued after persons received 2 vaccinations 21 days apart. And in a month's time, just opposite the hotel, you won't be able to enter shops like this. You won't be able to enter supermarkets, gyms, shopping centers, synagogues. In fact, you won't be able to go just about anywhere in Israel unless you have a green passport. It comes as the government steps up efforts to vaccinate the population. It's being met with mixed reaction on the street.
I think it's necessary. I think it's a good idea. We can't force everyone to vaccinate, but always a choice consequence, and it shouldn't be that everybody in Israel suffers because some people make a bad choice.
It's absurd. I think it's ridiculous. Basic human rights are being ignored here. If I choose what to put into my body and I choose not to put a vaccine in myself, I'm going to be banished from getting into a soccer game, getting into a mall, taking my boy to a day trip. It's ridiculous.
So, human rights are important. And it's very easy to slide down when you start, even with the good intentions, to do things like too much governmental enforcement. So
Jerusalem plans to ban unvaccinated people from certain jobs and has warned that anyone found forging vaccine certificates will be jailed. A black market for counterfeit certificates is thriving on Telegram, where already 100,000 users have joined groups that promote forgeries.
I think that the government should not ban people from having jobs.
I think that the government should most definitely ban people who put others at risk from jobs in which they can put others at risk.
More important than my job is my life, and my life is at stake if I don't take the vaccination.
You're full of shit.
So I would take the vaccination, and if I get to keep my job because of it, then it's an extra bonus.
I understand if people take this road and forge a certain document. I wouldn't do it personally, but I can completely understand.
this is a crime. I think that whoever sell these copies, make them or buy them, should be punished.
Vaccine hesitancy and skepticism have become a growing concern in recent weeks as Israel's world-leading inoculation program slows down. Just under 2 million Israelis have not received either of the 2 shots, and many say they don't plan to. It's forcing the government to come up with new incentives, both positive and negative, to encourage people to receive shots. Paula Slier, RT, Tel Aviv.
Israeli political analyst Avigdor Eskin warns the rules fundamental rights concerns and risk making the unvaccinated victims of bullying them.
Green passport is not a good idea. We should leave the people the freedom of choice as long as they don't harm others. It's against the basic idea of freedom of choice. If somebody wants to get vaccinated, it's a good idea to do it. I did it, and most of my family members